welcome to the start of a weekend vlog. I'm going to be doing my skincare really quick. I'm just getting ready to go to a hot yoga class. I go to TruFusion and I'm going to try a new location today. So I'm going to leave a little earlier just to make sure I'm not all stressed out. I'm just doing a little bit of hyaluronic acid and moisturizer because it is a hot yoga class, so it's going to get really warm and my skin tends to get really dry. Even though they do have humidity, but it just really dries out my lips a ton. So we're just making sure we're layering on that moisturizer. Like I said before, I was rudely interrupted by my dog. I just layered on some moisturizer, hyaluronic acid, making sure the skin is nice and moisty. And then we're going to get our stuff and get out of here because it starts in an hour and I have like a 35-minute drive and it's a new place. And these things make me nervous. So we're just going to take it as slow as possible. Quick makeup look before I head out to hang out with my family today. So I did pick up this e.l.f. hydrating face primer. Because it's hydrating, I wasn't expecting it to be like a silicone type of finish or like feel, but it is, and I don't like it. I like the kind that really like moisturize and melt into the skin, so I probably will not be using this any longer. Instead of using the e.l.f. hydrating face primer, non-hydrating face primer, I'm just going to prime with skincare. So I did my skincare already. I'm just going to go in with my SPF. I find that if I have a really good skincare base and I take my time in between layers, I honestly get the best makeup application anyway, and it does last me all day. So keep in mind, I do have slightly drier skin, so I don't really have oily skin issues with my makeup, which I know might be more common. So since I have drier skin, I can get away with it a little bit more. I was just hoping to really get something extra out of that primer, but no. It definitely made like separation happen, and it just felt like it made everything sit on top of that primer, if that makes sense. So for now, we're just gonna let this sit a quick minute and then we'll get started. Whenever I'm gonna start, or whenever I'm going to do a really quick makeup look, I'm always gonna go in with my House Labs foundation. Honestly, if I'm doing any kind of makeup look, it's gonna be my House Labs foundation. But I did pick up something new I want to show you guys. I went to Sephora last week and I grabbed the Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer. I got the shade YP5 and I also got the corrector shade in C2 for my under eye circles. I have quite a bit of darkness under there. And when I tested it out in the store, I feel like this just wasn't working on its own. I did try like various different shades, or not shades, like the undertone, like the the rosy one or whatever, that's supposed to be better for under eye circles like mine, brown ones. But no, it didn't work. So I'm just gonna go in with corrector, as I found that if I layered the two, this was the best effect for my under eyes. So we'll just start with the C2 corrector. I have to remember to have a light hand because the first time I did this, you can see I also have a little bit of a dark spot right here. That is not hollow, girl, that is just dark. So last time I did it, I did overdo it a tiny bit, so I'm going in with a lighter hand this time. Plus, we're on a bit of a time crunch. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend in with my fingers. And okay, so while I'm doing this, I did want to check in and tell you guys about my hot yoga class that I went to. I recently started going to TruFusion and I've been loving it. The hot yoga class that I went to yesterday was one of the first ones I've tried. I've only done 2 classes up to this point. I did a yin class, which is like really slow movements, but still in a very hot room. It's like 103 degrees and they put humidity in the room. But the one that I did this time was actually a more fast-paced yoga class. I've never done yoga before, let alone a hot yoga class with people. So it was quite the experience. It was very challenging, but also I really enjoyed it. I've also never really leaned into like the fitness class experience. That was the first two, so that was a little bit nerve-wracking, to be honest. But no, everybody was really great. The instructors are really great, and I'm going to keep going, I think. They even have like hot Pilates and like kettlebell workouts, so that'll be fun. But right now, to be honest, since I started with the yoga classes, I just like the energy in the room. I like the poses. I like how my body feels after. So we're probably gonna stick to those for a little bit and then mix in the others here and there. But I do have like a 2-month to get a promo offer. So since I got the promo offer, I have to do 2 months at least. So since I have to do 2 months, my fitness goal for February is to do 8 workout classes. To make it to 8 different workout classes, which is huge for me. So I'm very excited. I've already been knocking them out, so we are ahead of the game on that one. Okay, check out my under eyes. I feel like it really did cancel out that color. So I love that. We're gonna let it sit just for a second. I'm gonna go in with my foundation, which is the House Labs 145 Light Cool is my shade at the moment. But another really exciting thing about going to those classes is that I'm completely inspired now to buy really cute workout clothes. I do have workout clothes, but not the kind that is, I wear more like really high compression type of leggings because I go to the gym usually to lift weights or to do cardio. But now that I'm doing a class that requires so much stretching and so much movement, and it's so hot, I really want more styles that are a little bit more breathable and allow a little bit less restriction so I can get into my poses and my clothes isn't working against me essentially. So I'm pumped because this weekend I'm gonna go ahead and do some shopping for some workout clothes, which is always fun. However, I haven't bought workout clothes in a while, so I'll have to show you guys different styles that I pick up and how I feel about them and how they look on my body. So make sure you stick around for that because that is coming. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I did get my eyebrows done recently. They're very light right now because it's like a 2-session type of a job. So for now, they're still extremely light. We kind of just laid down the shape and the foundation, which is really helpful for when I'm doing my makeup in the mornings, because if you've been here for a while, you probably have seen a few videos where I literally have nothing. But yeah, so if you guys haven't done a fitness class and you've been thinking about it, or it makes you a little nervous, I think it's so worth it. At this point, the only other kind of class I see myself doing this year are going to be dance classes. But I've been enjoying the yoga classes so much, I just don't see myself not going. Granted, I just started, so there's that to keep in mind. But I already have like my boyfriend's gonna come with me to one of my classes. My sister's gonna come with me to a class as well. I'm just so pumped about it. I love it. I love how you feel after, and I really want them to experience it. So if you guys give one a try, let me know down below. Or if you're a little nervous, I would just say tune out whatever negative feelings you have. I was telling myself the other day that my fear of the class shouldn't get in the way of the benefit of it and frankly how much I want to do it. So I just made myself get up there to that new location I was telling you about last time. And it was so worth it. It was so nice and I can't wait to go back. Oh, speaking of which, that's the new location I'm going to be going to from now on, which is why I gave it a try, because we're actually moving. I'm going to go in with the YP5 now. I do put this concealer on and I do let it sit for just a second before I blend it out. Yeah, so at the end of the month, we're actually going to be moving to a really cool side of town. It's just this area that has a lot of outdoor activities, like really close to us. There's a mountain and like a really cool hiking trail, a park, which will also give us the opportunity to be a little bit more active in our lifestyle, which is one of the goals that we're doing this year for the both of us. So we're really excited about that. But in the month of March, you will notice a shift in my background, what my setup looks like. It's really exciting because I'm going to have my own office finally. Right now, my office is our dining area. We don't have a dining table. and we're currently in a little 1-bedroom, so it's plenty of space for us, don't get me wrong, but we're both very creative people. We're always doing all kinds of things, so having our own space and even like our own room to do it in is going to be so nice, just so that we can be inspired in our space and we can decorate it how we want. I'm so excited to decorate the office and show you guys what that looks like, and it's very, very cool stuff happening very soon. The rental process was an absolute nightmare. Holy cow, trying to find a place right now was so hard. I feel like every time we found something that we liked, it was gone. So luckily, this place just worked out perfectly with our timeline. The landlord was super nice, and the company that we're working with through the landlord was really nice and really accommodating. So honestly, we couldn't have gotten luckier there. The way that everything worked out was better than we could have imagined. Like I said, we're gonna go over to my family. We're gonna eat some chicken wings and watch the Super Bowl. So no need to get too dressy, but certainly, especially after days of just working out and looking absolutely crazy, it is necessary sometimes. So while that is setting, I'm just going to kind of go over the little bit of shape of eyebrow I do have going on now, just to make it a little bit more visible, because my foundation did cover it up a bit, especially this eyebrow. This eyebrow just didn't take as well. Looks like we're gonna have a good eyebrow today, which is nice. I mean, good eyebrow day today. Since I got my eyebrows microbladed, it is a lot easier to do them, which I'm so thankful for, because I went through a lifetime and a half of it being a nightmare. Now I'm just going to add some bronzer, a little bit of color to my face. I like to go in with this color here, which is shade number 5 in the Hourglass palette. Bronzer is just a soft bronze. So we're just gonna put a little bit of color. Now, since my eyes water for a little while, I think it has to do like with the air in our current place. I feel like it triggers my eyes to water a ton. Because of that, I tend to put on my mascara in the car, and today will be no different, as it gives my eyes a little bit of time to stop watering. Since I'm trying to use less powder, I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of the Charlotte Tilbury finishing powder. Because it's a really light makeup day, I don't wanna have too much color variation on my face. Like I said, I still have to do my mascara, which is why I don't look completely finished, but it has to wait. I just can't do it right now. But that's pretty much that. We're gonna go ahead and get moving.
So I did end up stopping at Target before we headed out. I want to show you guys some of my favorite hygiene products for the shower, but first we did have to stop at Starbucks and get ourselves some caffeine to go along with our Premier protein shakes. This is one of my favorite protein hacks for when I'm working out fasted in the morning. So anyway, I want to show you guys some of my favorite things to use in the shower with like body wash, lotion, things like that. Mind you, I do have sensitive skin, so the kind of things that I use have to be very easy on my skin. This EOS lotion is my favorite. They have a fragrance-free option, which is great if you do have sensitive skin, but that vanilla cashmere is my favorite scent. This is my all-time favorite body wash. I do get the Dr. Bronner's unscented Castile soap. If you're a girl who has strong body odor, I 100% recommend this product. If you don't use anything else and just that, you'll be great. I do like to add a little bit of scent to my body, and anything from the Native line works really well. It doesn't dry out my skin. And then my favorite razors are these Gillette Venus, but they have to be the ones that have the replaceable heads. Do not get the ones down here that are not removable. You have to get these up here. These are the correct ones. I'm just showing you a quick little look at my pre-Super Bowl party cart. We have Tostitos, some drinks, things for the dogs, and of course, lotion, body wash, and things of the sort. This was the spread at my mom's house. She absolutely crushed it with all the chicken wings and even onion rings. It was incredible. We had a great time. That's pretty much all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye!